So is AI the future? I'm not too sure, so let's ask ChatGPT.
Has the potential to greatly up many industries and aspects of daily life in the future. However, it is important to consider the potential ethical and societal implications of its development and use.
So in today's episode, I'm going to be getting help from AI to help me create a music track to use for my video, courtesy of SoundRaw, who are the sponsors for today's video. AI is going to play a significant role in our future. We all kind of already know that. We don't really need a website to tell us that. You're already seeing it revolutionize and improve our lives in different ways. And it's going to continue to help us improve on new services and products, basically to increase efficiency and productivity. So today is gonna basically find the right track for me based on the options that I give it. Honestly, it'll probably save me a lot of time finding the track I want to use for the video. So it's honestly been kind of a weird process for me when I look for music for my videos. There are times when it'll take me a few minutes just to find a track that I can use, but there have been other times where it's taken me a day or even longer to pick one out that fits the project that I'm working on. So it's definitely not consistent, and it's different for every project that I work on. So we'll see how SoundRaw does today, and we'll see if it's something that I can continue using in the future to help me speed up the process and make it easier for me to find the right tracks to use for my videos. But first, I'm going to need some B-roll. Alright guys, so I'm out here in the woods. I'm going to stroll around and shoot my cinematic video with the basketball that I have here. Now I just gotta hopefully find somebody to help me shoot this video. I think I found somebody here. I'm going to ask him if he can help me. Excuse me, sir. Do you think you can help me?
I'm actually listening to So Diff by Just Marcus.
No, I mean, like, can you help me shoot my video?
I gotta actually, like...
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Alright, guys, so we just finished shooting the cinematic edit. I got all the shots we need. Bro, thank you so much for your help, man. I really appreciate it. Peace. What a good guy. What an amazing guy, man. Love meeting people like that. So I got everything that I need, and I'm gonna unload everything into Final Cut Pro 10 and just do a quick edit. I won't use any music yet. I'll just edit it without one. I don't usually do it this way, but we want to test out how SoundRaw does. So I'm gonna change up my process a little bit today. All right, edit's done. Okay, so this is SoundRaw.io. Again, it's an AI music generator made for creators like myself. So everything this thing creates will be royalty free, so you won't have to worry about it getting any copyright strikes. So just throw up your work with no worries at all. So you can create as many tracks as you want until you find the right track that fits your project. There's just so many things that it can do. So instead of me just talking about it, let's load it up and see what type of track it can customize for us. So right off the bat, you'll see a bunch of tracks that are just loaded onto the screen. That's not really what we want. We want it to generate something based off the options that we choose. So at the top here, you'll see mood, genre, theme, length, tempo, and instruments. So those are the options that we get to work with to tell the AI what type of track to make for us. So we'll start off with mood. Mood, let's go with something epic and maybe dark. Not sure why, but let's just go with that. Genre, let's go with beats and drum and bass. For theme, let's do nature since I shot everything out in the woods. And let's give it a cinematic feel. Length, I don't need a minute. The edit was roughly around 15 seconds, so let's choose that. Tempo, we'll keep it as slow and normal. And then instruments, I'm not too sure what type of instruments I want for this edit, so I'm just gonna keep them all selected and let's see what it generates. Okay, so based off all those options, these are the tracks that it generated for us. Let's go through some of them and see what it created. Not exactly what I'm looking for. That was a little bit too dreamy. That one sounds a little bit too aggressive. And here's another thing we can do. I want to export the video that I created and we can load it up into SoundRaw to see how well it does with the track that we want to use. I think I like that one. I think I'm gonna go with that one here. Track number 13. I think we can play around with that and make that one work. So this next part here is definitely my favorite part of the website. It's called Pro Mode. So once I find the track that I like that it generated for me, I can go into Pro Mode and turn it on. And now I can customize the track even more. So now I can play around with that melody, the backing, and the drums that it included in that track and play around with it. So if I don't want to include the drums, I can take it out. If I want to make the track longer, I can make it a bit longer. If I want it faster, And I can make it a little bit faster here with BPM, change up the instruments, pitch, and volume of each instrument. Now I have more options to play with. Maybe for this one, I'll turn up drums a little bit and add some bass, and let's see how it sounds. I just took off the melody and added more bass, and I think I like how it sounds better. So now if I take that into post and adjust my clips a little bit to match the music, I think it's gonna turn out perfectly. And it's exactly the type of track that I wanted to use for the video I quickly made. So there's one thing I actually forgot to mention. So once you have the song picked out, you'll see this thing underneath that says energy. Now you can change the tempo and the pacing of your song for each section. So if I wanted the song to start off very upbeat, I would probably say very high, and then tone it down around the middle, and then maybe high again at the end. So then it'll sound something like this. Now if I wanted to change it up and start very low and then high right in the middle, very high in the middle, now it'll sound like this. So that's actually a huge feature there that I forgot to talk about, because that can really affect how your music track comes out. So I actually love the track that I ended up choosing there and it creating for me. It didn't take as long as it usually take me to find a track for my video. So that's a really good thing about it. Of course, I took a little bit of time afterwards to tweak it just to make it sound exactly how I want it. But the tools and options that it gave me for it to create a track for me was really, really cool. And it was really easy to use and straightforward as well. I think the generator works great, and I feel like it'll just get better and better as we go along. Having that little pro tab there is definitely my favorite part, since I can tinker with the track a little bit more. It's just that I like having some type of control still when it comes to the music and anything to do with my video projects. So having the option to manually change it in pro mode, change it up a little bit to kind of fit my project better, is such an amazing feature. So let's say I wanted the song to climax at around 15 to 30 seconds. I now have those options in Pro Tools to extend the track and play around with it a little bit more so that I can adjust it to fit my video better. It's just so cool that all that's possible, and you don't need to be a professional to be able to do that kind of stuff. Even if you hopped on the website as a beginner and know nothing about audio and audio mixing and putting tracks together, you'll be able to just kind of click around and play with it until it sounds right and you feel like it'll fit your video project. And the greatest thing about it is, again, it will save you a lot of time when choosing the right track for your video. The AI will generate it for you, you take it, fix it up a little bit, and you're good to go. Does any of that even make sense? I don't know. Amazing job by the team at SoundRaw. You guys did a great job putting this together, and I'm actually excited to see how this site's gonna be in 6 months from now, a year from now, to see how much it's gonna even evolve and get better. So if you want to try it out, make sure to click on the link in the description down below. You can try it out for free and see if this is something that could work for you. And if you do end up trying it out, let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. I'd love to hear what your experience is with this website.